So, as I was saying, we're looking at positive shapes. So this one's an inspiration from a mushroom. At the same time, I'm keeping the shapes all in different sizes. Very similar to what I've mentioned to you guys earlier in regards with when you're sketching your trees, any of the organic shapes, any of the organic forms. It's always going to be a lot more natural. So in this case, maybe I could attach all this whole thing uh, almost like a cavern or a or a almost a rocky formation, right? Just to get a sense of overall scale and size. Playing with shapes, keeping also the positive and negative shapes differ. So this is basically from the mushrooms as I see it. Now I have another one where we were drawing some of these cactus trees that look, had petals. So I'm thinking as again, I'm just really laying down my ideas for this project, right? Thinking out loud, see what's possible, what works, what doesn't work. Actually, this is called the ideation stage, where a student wants to, usually you want to really think of the shape of your design rather than the detail. Shapes are so important because if you don't have successful form, just like when you're drawing anything, especially when I teach my students perspective class, I tell them to really think of forms, think of perspective, think of how the form works. So all those things, excuse me, you'll hear me reiterating, over and over again. Because these are very simple, basic, foundational things to remember. So, and this project is all about using the things that you've drawn from the field trip. At the same time, also, how can you be creative when it comes to using these plant shapes? Right here, I'm trying to use maybe perhaps a cactus element. And within this layers of perhaps city dwellings are formed, and I'm gonna Also like the rounded shape of cactus, almost, to bring some of these forms in to make it really cool. And interesting. Just trying to get some reference. So and some ideas work, some don't, but this is where you do not waste a lot of time, because you are exploring shapes and to see what is your best solution. I know a lot of you haven't taken background design class or how to design a successful background, but this assignment will help you understand some of the beginnings of how to come up with a creative design, which is very important, right? A lot of the plants and natural forms, they have interesting and also intricate designs that we can observe to use. Obviously, some of the things that you see, some work, some may not work, some maybe the things that you might not want to use for your overall sense of creation of your project, right? So, but here you have already 3 different forms, 3 different shapes, but all deriving from different form of plants. Now, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and perhaps detail a little bit more. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time detailing it to create a cool, more comprehensive design, right? When we're doing this, it's always fun to think out loud and then just get into more of the details as we go in. So we'll stop for now, and we'll continue the video as we continue on marching towards designing, finalizing some of these elements. Thank you for watching.